guys? How you guys doing today? So for today's video, I actually wanted to make a video on a game that I just found out about. I recently was looking at the App Store. This was, I believe, March 26th. And I was just looking at the App Store, and there was like a countdown for a new game called T3 Arena. And it looked kind of interesting. And I was just kind of like looking at games to play for mobile reasons. And I just wanted to check it out. And I ended up downloading it, and it actually ended up having controller support, which was really cool because I really liked the game, and I wanted to make a video on this game. It's called T3 Arena, and it, like I said before, it just came out on March 26th. I feel like a lot of people were playing like the beta, and people were making really good like comments about this game and leaving good reviews. And honestly, once I started playing it, I wasn't so sure if I liked it, but once I started playing it more and more, I really love this game. Like, I think that it kind of reminds me of a little bit of Overwatch, like a little bit of Overwatch or Valorant. I've never really played Overwatch. I've seen gameplay, but I've never actually played the game. But you do have like these abilities, and there's a lot to the game. There's things you can't do though, obviously, like crouching. They don't have crouching, but you can't aim in either, and but you have some special abilities, and every time you look at somebody, you can change it if you'd like, but they have it to where like every time you look at someone, it just automatically shoots, which is actually pretty nice. But I really like this game. I feel like this game has a lot of potential, and I was streaming this game all day yesterday, and I felt like this game just had a lot of potential. Reason being is I feel like they can do so much more with this if they end up like making updates every week or every month. I feel like that's where some of the games go downhill whenever they don't make that many updates and they don't fix bugs. There's obviously, it's not a perfect game yet, but I feel like there's a couple modes they need to add to the game. For example, I think like a game that would be really fun for this type of mobile game would definitely be a S&D mode, and it's something they don't have yet. They do have it in private rooms, but they don't have it in the regular, like whenever you want to play online. They don't have that game mode. You do have to reach a certain amount of trophies for you to play different game modes. The first one they let you play is TDM, pretty basic, and I actually really like it though. It can be really competitive, and they have like a crystal mode where you guys like race to kill whoever destroys the crystal first, and then they have a couple pay loadout something, and then they have a couple other game modes. But the one like the S&D one is basically called Clash, but they don't have it out yet. It is in the private lobby, so if you have friends you can play, but besides that, you can't really play online against other people, which is kind of a bummer, because I feel like that's what can make this game really special. And this is, like I said before, it is a controller game, controller supported game, so you can play on controller, and you're still playing against mobile gamers. So it actually does a really good job about that. You don't have to like play against only controller players, or I feel like you probably would never find matches, especially because this game isn't ran by a big company. So like if you were playing on controller for like COD Mobile, like obviously in ranked you don't play against anybody, so like you don't find any controller players, which makes it hard for controller players to actually play the game. That's like for this game you don't have that problem. You just play against whoever's on. I feel like most of the time, if they're not a big company like Apex and COD Mobile, if they're not like, they don't have a big name, they're most likely gonna let you play against mobile players, like touch players, so the games can go like quicker, because they actually want their games to succeed, and they want as many players as they can get. Because if they don't get as many players, and you know, they have controller players, and they have controllers separated from touch players, like they obviously won't find matches if you're on a controller, or it would be a little bit harder for people who play on touch. But it's actually like, this is the good thing about having controller support, is that it brings in more people. Like, you can tell people, you know, this game is on controller, and you can actually play against mobile players, touch players, and there won't be like it's not going to be a big deal like it is in Apex or like the way it is on COD Mobile. Like obviously COD Mobile being the biggest one, because you guys know me, I always have to find I have to find a way for you guys to play ranked against touch players, the glitch videos, and it takes me a while. So doing glitch videos is obviously just annoying because there's so much so much potential in those games. Like for COD Mobile, obviously I feel like it would be bigger, even though it's huge. It's a humongous game, but I feel like it could be even bigger if they just allowed controller players, or if they had just a button for like touch players that want to don't mind playing against controller players. Just turn that on, and that way controller players will be allowed to play against whoever doesn't care about playing against controller players. Because I know a lot of people, a lot of pros that don't really care that people play on controller, but COD Mobile making it a bigger deal than it is, that's what makes games difficult for controller players to play, just giving people disadvantages. And I don't know, it just makes everything harder, but luckily there is, like I said, there's games like these that you can play against touch players. You're not gonna have problem finding games. It's really, really fun, trust me. The community still isn't built though, that's the problem, and I'm actually hoping I'm hoping that we can build a small community on my YouTube channel so we can play this game and more videos on this game, make updates, and see where they want to head and what their plan is with this game, because I really feel like it has potential, especially with there not being that many big mobile games yet. Obviously there's COD Mobile and Apex, but there's nothing like Valorant, which is something huge that could really, a game like this could really succeed, especially if they add tournaments and if they advertise this game well enough. I think that they can pull this game through and actually make this a bigger deal, make this game bigger than what it can be. I just hope that people can help out, and they can help content creators, help them grow this game, because on Twitch I already saw they don't have that many followers on Twitch. They only have close to 1,000, which is not a lot on Twitch. Games that aren't the biggest, at minimum have they have small communities, but they're 50K, right? And this is only at 1,000, but it is just a brand new game, so I'm sure it's gonna grow. That's what I'm hoping for. Last night I was streaming it, and I was the number one on the leaderboard of the viewers, and I only had 10-15 viewers the entire time. So I mean that's not really the greatest. That's not a great thing, because we want the game to grow, and it's going to take time for it to grow. So I'm hoping that this works out and the game can grow more. And I would like to help them out and post more videos on this, especially on YouTube, but that depends on how well these videos do. If they do well, I'm going to be posting more of this game, because I really like this game. Like I said before, I think it's a really fun game. I would love to see this game grow and just succeed. And hopefully they can even have a pro scene and tournaments for the gamers that play this game, and so much that they could do with this game. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. If you haven't tried this game out, I really suggest you guys play this game. I will leave a link down below. I believe you can only play this on iOS right now. You can only play this on your iPhone or iPad, and I don't know if it's out on Android, but I'm not completely sure. I'll leave a link down below so you guys can play. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, I will post more about this game, because I really like this game. But this game is really, really fun. You can play on controller. The controllers are really good for being able to play on controller. They work really well. In my opinion, better than COD Mobile. I don't know if they're better than Apex. I would say around the same as Apex, because Apex is really good with controller, but you don't have any disadvantages while you play on controller, trust me. You can see my gameplay. I am everything's working really, really well. So if you guys are interested, please check this out. This game is really fun. I think you guys would enjoy this with your friends. It is only a 3v3, but you can play with friends in private lobbies, 3v3, so you can get up to 6 people, and it's really fun, guys. Trust me. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification button. I'll see you guys next time.